Okay, let's dive right into this. Hey, you're four, and welcome to a super quick explainer. Today, we are absolutely going to unlock the secrets of amazing writing by looking at the actual pieces that make up our language, the real nuts and bolts. So, how exactly do we build better sentences? Well, I want you to think of words like building blocks, kind of like Lego. To construct something really impressive, you've got to know exactly how to snap them together so they hold up. Right, so our very first major building block is called a clause. Now, a clause is simply just a group of words that contains a verb. And actually, let me clear something up real quick, because a lot of people mistakenly think verbs are only doing words, like, running or jumping. But remember, they can totally be being or having words too, like am, is, or have. Okay, so there are two main types of these clause blocks we need to look at. First up is the main clause. This one is strong. It's a group of words with a verb that makes complete sense all on its own. For example, Andeep smiled happily. Makes sense, right? But then we have the subordinate clause. This block does have a verb, but it really doesn't make complete sense by itself. Like, think about the phrase, as the sun rose slowly. It kind of leaves you hanging. It's totally incomplete. It absolutely needs to be joined up to a main clause to build a full, proper sentence. Which brings us to a huge question. How do we actually join these different blocks together? Well, we use conjunctions. You can think of conjunctions as the essential sticky glue for our sentences. We've got coordinating conjunctions, like but or, and those join two main clauses together to build a really strong compound sentence. Meanwhile, subordinating conjunctions, words like because or while, those actually kick off those subordinate clauses to build what we call complex sentences. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the absolutely most fun ways to put all of this together. The sentence burger. Yeah, you heard me right. When you use a special type of subordinate clause called a relative clause, it's honestly just like making a delicious burger. The main clause is your bun, something like the house sat on a steep hill. The relative clause is the meat that literally interrupts the bun to add some extra juicy information, something like which was made of wood. So you put the whole shebang together and you get the house, which was made of wood, sat on a steep hill. Delicious, right? So, here is my final challenge for you today. What kind of sentence burger are you going to build? Seriously, take your shiny new clause building blocks, grab a bunch of that conjunction glue, and go write your own deliciously complex sentences.